Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are doing a quick review of the GE M-Pro V2. And yes, this is that mystery cube from the Tornado V2 video. And yes, I did get it in stickered. Now, you might be wondering why I'm even holding this cube after saying in my mid-range comparison that it's not good and you probably shouldn't buy it. Now, that's really because curiosity got the better of me and I thought, why not just buy it, see what it's about, because I could not find very much information on this on the internet. Safe to say, I think it probably should stay in that position of probably don't buy it. However, if you're looking for a very specific cube, this could be it. So, right off the bat, I'll just summarize it and say this is a modern Weilong GTS2M. And I realize I've been talking about the GTS2M a lot in these last two videos, and that's because all of these tornadoes are essentially GTS2Ms. This one, being essentially a tornado, is therefore essentially a GTS2M, and in some ways it's actually even more similar to a GTS2M than these guys, which I'll show you right now. So, first of all, this is by far the easiest cube to install core magnets in. So this black stickered version only comes without the core magnets, and it has springs, so it's a flagship edition. But you'll notice that there is this white post, and I was able to just get a 3x2 magnet and a 3x1 magnet and stack them inside there. No glue required. Same goes for the edges over here. Sorry, I'm just looking through the camera, it's a bit awkward. I just stacked two 2x1s in there, and you have an edge repelling magnet. And in the core, same situation. They're using their green core, but it has slots for magnets, which is really great. It's a little bit difficult to get these ones in. It took a bit of force, but again, no glue. Just get the magnets and push them in. So, yeah. I was saying that these look a lot like the GTS2M. Now, I don't have a GTS2M anymore, but I'll put a picture of it up on screen when I was borrowing a friend's, and you'll notice that the way that this edge is cut, it's probably a bit hard to see on camera, but it's curved around that inside cut. Now, even though this cube and all the tornadoes share the same Weilong GTS2M design with the sort of thick single track feet and this center skirt design which requires that cutout in there. These tornadoes, sorry, I'll just find my XT3. These tornadoes, this cut over here is completely flat really compared to the slightly curved nature of the one on the M-Pro V2. Now, I'll put the picture of the GTS2M right about here, and you'll notice that they're pretty similar. GTS2M has a little bit more of a rounded curve, but yeah, that's what makes this more similar to a GTS2M than these. Mechanism aside, the plastic, funnily enough, feels a lot like that GTS2M. It's got a very old school feel. The GTS3M sort of feels like this, but it's probably a little bit different. This feels very, very similar to the old cube, the old GTS2M. And I like that a lot. It's more blocky and it's a bit more crispy. But after trying a GTS2M and core magnetizing it, these two are extremely similar. And that means that if you can't get your hands on one of those, you can just buy this, or you can buy the stickerless version. Sorry. Either way, this is actually my first stickered cube in the collection, so I'm quite enjoying solving on this. It's a bit of a challenge to get used to, but quite fun. Nice retro cube. Anyway, I will probably move on to a little bit of solving footage since I've already talked enough here. Yeah, about the performance of this cube. Out of the box, it was not great. This is the stickered variant, so it does not have a Pioneer option, meaning that it did not have core magnets. That being said, I could see it had some sort of potential, but out of the box, again, it was extremely blocky, extremely fast, and just not very forgiving, not great to solve on. I added in the core magnets and I put some Angstrom Gravitas, Dignitas, and some FZ Calm into it. And honestly, I don't know how much of a difference that made. It just made it faster and smoother, and it was still pretty bad to solve on. So I resorted to my trick of dumping in weight 1, which is something I've had to do on my Tornado V3 Pioneer a couple of times. It worked the treat, and it made the cube usable and quite nice feeling actually. After about 100 solves, I was ready to say that it was quite a good cube and really deserving of that title of a modern GTS 2M with core magnets. It's a little bit more blocky, a bit more crispy, but overall it's quite fun to solve on. In a lot of ways, it's sort of like a sibling to the Tornado V2. It's a bit more dense feeling and a bit more weighty, but other than that, they turn fairly similarly, and they even sound not too dissimilar. Again, if you can't get your hands on the GTS 2M but you want to experience that old school feeling, this is probably the cube. Just remember to buy some magnets to go with it because it's not great without them. Anyway, that's all from me, and I'll see you in the next one.